Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the new Eton Elite Mini, and we'll perform an evening medium wave band scan. Current time is 10:17 p.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. Before I start the scan, I'd like to go over the radio's features and do a little size comparison. So here is the new Eton Elite Mini. The difference between this and the original Mini is pretty much the color of the cabinet. This has a gunmetal gray color, and the fact that it comes with a little leather carrying pouch that says Elite Series. This fits really nicely in there, but the issue with this case is there's no spot for the lock button, and the display is hidden. So if they could add those two elements to this pouch, it would be perfect. Otherwise, not a bad addition. Okay, features of the radio. Left hand side, we got a band select switch. Looks like a FM, AM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2. Front of the radio, Elite Mini, we have that LCD that's invert lit. So if you have to cover it up when you're outside in the daylight, it's kind of hard to read. But inside here in the evening, it's not an issue. We have our 24-hour clock there. We have some buttons, alarm set. We have time function, set the time. Also, this is a quick tune button when you're in any of the bands. So you quickly move through the shortwave, medium wave, and FM. Over here we have scan buttons up and down. We have minute, hour. Then we have switching it to 9K, 10K mode. And of course, display function to change the brightness there. Right now it's on all the time, which is nice. Here we have a power button with a sleep function, our lock button. Here we have a speaker, let's say it's about 1.25 inches, behind a metal speaker grill. Eton. Right hand side we have a tuning wheel and a volume wheel, and in between those two wheels we have a DC input. I believe this is the same on the regular Mini, of 3 volts. Center pole positive, outside sleeve negative. Why they put it right there, I have no idea. Seems like it's in the way. Imagine a wire coming out here and you're trying to tune, and you gotta reach over the wires. It just, you have to get a 90-degree plug or something. That just seems annoying. Why they would do that? It should be over here. Or maybe on top. What are they thinking? So at the top of the radio, headphone jack as you can see, and a retractable antenna, which is nice on a small pocket radio like this. So you do get that good reception. On the back, we have our frequency guide. You can look at it real quick. Your standard FM, standard AM. Shortwave 1 looks like it's 5.9 to 10, and shortwave 2 is 11.6 to 18. Sort of limited, but useful. Okay, behind here we have 2 AAA batteries, battery compartment there, and there it is. So let's go ahead and do a size comparison, and we'll turn this thing on and see what it can do in the evening. This thing is definitely not a medium wave DXer by any means, but it does wake up in the evening versus the daytime. Here's a CC pocket, give you an idea for size. If you notice, the Elite Mini looks fairly large comparatively length and width. When it comes to thickness, the Elite Mini is really thin. I think that's really cool. Another little radio I think is fun. You guys have seen me review this one. This is a Hongranga HRD 737. This little guy does everything. It has FM, AM, shortwave, CB. It has VHF low, VHF high, so you can listen to weather bands and ham radio. Just an amazing little radio, and plus of course FM. So yeah, if you look at this, you can see that it's quite smaller than the Eton. So it gives you some choices there. This is about $6 more. Currently this is around $30 if you're wondering the price. Okay, and then of course we have Iron Man, and then we'll get started. So deck of cards, this is definitely bigger than a deck of cards, but of course it is thinner than a deck of cards. All right. Let's turn this on. Hear what we can hear tonight. Volume control here. I found that you have to let it sit for a little bit and the gain will start to increase. But I'm hearing, this is interesting, this is CIAO, Brampton, Ontario, 441 miles, 250 watts. If I don't know they're on nighttime power, because I don't think this radio could pick it up, but it is. You guys can hear that. Definitely hearing them. Okay, you can use the buttons. Tune. So you can hear it's getting a little louder by itself. This is WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. It's 70 miles. It's 400 watts at night.
By scheduling cleanups and hygiene services, all the while that the mayor is saying this, Katie.
This radio really excels during the day on daytime stations and semi-locals, a few of those. Doesn't do very well on fringe stations during the day, but during the evening, seems to do pretty well, if you give it some time. This is a local station, 560 WIND, Chicago.
So what did you learn?
Volume was all the way up. Just picking up a little bit, probably of WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's 137 miles away at 5,000 watts. WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts. Yeah, this radio is definitely waking up in the evening. So we're hearing two stations, WTVN, Columbus, Ohio, and we're hearing KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, respectively 400 miles away in Missouri and 330 miles away in Ohio, both at 5,000 watts.
And Boston with a 10-2 lead right now in Denver over the Colorado Rockies. National League scoreboard when we come back on the Brewers Radio Network.
Okay, so this is WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles away, 10,000 watts at night.
They turn to drugs instead of turning to Christ because evolution offers no hope for the future, no escape from the past. God offers hope.
Oh, I don't think this is CFCO.
In this was manifested the love of God towards us, because that God sent His only begotten Son into the world.
Interesting. I'll have to look this up. This usually is CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, but CFCO is a country music station. And this is definitely not country music. So if I can find it, I'll put a little pop-up here. Gotta wait for it the gain to build up. WMFN, Eton, Illinois, 75 miles away, 1,600 watts. Okay, this is coming in. Oh, that's great. This is WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. So this little beauty wakes up in the evening. Nice. And this is without any kind of loop or any kind of help. That's great.
So a lot of hard running before tonight's game. He has accelerated his recovery from a strained right hamstring by catching John Lester's bullpen session before tonight's game.
670 to score, WSCR, Chicago, home of the Cubs.
Rehab assignment for AAA Iowa that could carry into the Pacific Coast League playoffs. So really close to getting both those guys back on this team, and hopefully
he didn't do that. He kept fighting through it and adjusting to it.
WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
4, 5, 6, 7 times in the last 2 nights. At this stage of the season, we look for significant signs for 2020. Nick Senzel finding success with this new so much information about us on social media. From the first pitch, 2020. Kirk Sally had a big night tonight.
All the security questions, what's your mother's maiden name, what's your social security number, all these questions, but you have the answer.
Okay, we're getting WOR 710, New York, New York, 750 miles.
Got Caleb Smith.
Order of the day in the...
Very nice. Cool. Kind of buried in between those two strong stations. So nice selectivity.
The Chicago White Sox, their teamwork and determination to win will surely contribute to their future success. That same attitude is also evident at the Village of Bedford Park.
720 WG in Chicago.
Railways, Midway Airport, and abundant water.
Okay, music here on CFZM is Zoomer Radio, 740 Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles.
Who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations.
This is coming in good. This is WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
Cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 4.125%. APR 4.22%. Call it.
Solid gold is coming, and those are just near-term projections. A survey at money.com finds one.
Okay, 760 is WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
Did you hear me? The best time to buy gold is always yesterday. What are you waiting for? I own gold. I have...
Juris Doctor, or foreign academic equivalent, and 1 year of law firm experience, inclusive of any combination of law clerk or attorney experience. Proficiency with legal concepts underlying...
Okay, 770 is WABC, New York, New York, 750 miles. Coming in nice.
in both equity and debt securities. Securities Act public disclosure requirements.
5.9 FM.
This is Chicago's all-news station. News Radio 780 and 105.9 FM and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
WBBM News Time 10:30. Good evening. I'm Bob Conway.
There you go. Got the call letters for that and where it's at. Here's WGY, coming in good, Albany, New York, 740 miles. So the New York stations are coming in nice.
Drivers and pedestrians.
The ballpark really hasn't been playing on a consistent basis since the All-Star break. How tough is it to keep him sharp because he had one of the...
This is WCCO, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles.
Yeah, credit, man. I mean, he gets after it every day, D. He goes and... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yes, he does it. He doesn't seem... doesn't seem to bother him.
No, and that's the thing, D. Like, you know, he comes ready to play every day. Obviously, I mean, you know, everybody wants...
Sports fight continues. Andy Field, ABC News, Washington. Purdue Pharma, the company that invented...
840 WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles.
...with state attorneys general and local governments. The company statement said...
Okay, we're picking up KOA Denver. 890 miles. Sweet. Heard him say Colorado.
Le titre du bulletin de nouvelles, c'était Les vacances ratées de Charlotte.
860 CJBC, Toronto, Ontario. 460 miles again.
Par cet incident-là. Écoutez.
I don't know if you guys heard the call letters. He was giving them WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana. It's 865 miles away. Yeah, this little beauty woke up. During the day, it was like, not so great. But during the nighttime, not bad. You could have some enjoyment with this. Not bad at all. Okay, so 880 is WCBS. He said it. I barely made it out, but maybe you guys heard it. New York, New York, 750 miles. You notice it's getting louder and louder. The gain's building it.
horror stories.
You make a lot of sacrifices to save all your money. And well,
890s WLS Chicago, the high-pitched whine coming from the camera.
mortgage, incorrect insurance coverage. Authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers.
Texas Rangers, sweet. CHML, Hamilton, Ontario, with their classic radio. This is 430 miles away. Awesome. I'll walk up the dial here.
Two-seat on the men's side, straight set winner over John Millman, who upset Roger Federer a year ago. We'll be back to Jason and Mike in 10 seconds, but first, a word from Farmers. Farmers Insurance knows the difference between a car hitting your...
Okay, this one here, 980, I believe is a Michigan station. I'll put a pop-up here.
Because at Farmers, we've seen and covered it. We are Farmers.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchange and affiliates. Products not available in every...
Not, the most coordinated or the most graceful.
990 CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles, coming in clear.
Try as hard as to make sure that whatever is being done is going to be done. So I
1000 WMVP, Chicago.
And then there were some other choices, which, as I recall...
1020 KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
But they appeared to lack the major flaws of Hamas and Fatah, and yet they stayed minor choices.
get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy. Resume. Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack.
1030 WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles.
Lights, qualified candidates to apply.
Then we both get up and he gets a hold of me, and we just took a couple of steps, and then when he ran into some Germans, then they took us to another
1040 WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles.
different story. Then he spoke to his name was family. Was he stinking rotten bad, boy? He said, see, I can't sing, but like this. It's really starting to hurt.
Said Triplet had sex with the other girl. Wrong doesn't institute no sexual assault on third.
Okay, KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
Sex with someone they're in charge of, regardless of that person's age. Triplet remains free on bail. He'll be sentenced in November.
Field away, back and gone.
WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
WTAM 1100, home of the Indians. Here again, Greg Brinda.
Exactly what they needed from their right-hander who had a couple of rough ones recently.
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles. This radio's doing good. If you guys are liking this radio, yeah, check it out. Put links below. You click them, take them right to the seller's page for these things. Pretty awesome.
Give Michaelis a cushion first, courtesy of Yadier.
The neat thing is, not only do you have a great medium wave radio in the evening, you also have your FM that's great, and then the shortwave works. So, bonus.
Let me hit one thing, and then we'll get back to the calls. You know how people were mocking the President of the United States?
WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
Doing business in China. And if I want, I can stop them. Oh, my God!
Okay, it's a little too excited.
Three things that neither of us, reared by believing parents and ourselves,
This is local WYLL, Chicago, Christian radio.
2 years ago when we started tuning. Again, 800-531-3689.
I don't get much here. This is usually WWVA, Wheeling, West Virginia, 430 miles.
We do it over and over and over again. Over and over again with your son. Let him feel the hot breath in that line.
WHAM, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
You should never pursue another man. Now, there's a limit to para que cada uno puede elegir diferentes límites.
I guess you're Chicago.
The education level of Arab girls today equals that of boys.
1210 is WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
Education where women now outnumber men. That paints a much more positive picture than I was aware of.
Go through some of these pretty quickly. Just listening to that because usually it's a Canadian station, but that doesn't sound Canadian. So definitely pretty sensitive at night.
Some people who said that you guys made the entire thing up. It's hard to me to think that
WOC, Davenport, Iowa, 131 miles, 5,000 watts.
losing your daughter or that you would lie about losing 26. That was the first on the radio. Plus, streaming live on the free Todderbert app on your smartphone. You gave that heavy use for the internet. I haven't found it.
Okay, music here I think is KZQZ, I think that's what they said, St. Louis, Missouri. I don't get this too often again, it's cool. 275 miles, 5,000 watts, coming in nice. Cool.
But what about average people who probably have not even thought?
WMBD, Peoria, Illinois, 135 miles, 5,000 watts.
Many Ground Zero listeners know that back in 2013, China started its social credit system. It's coordinated by the Central.
Sports station on 1500. Don't have anything for that.
I thought that been struggling with this for at least like 10 years. I'm 25
1510 WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles.
I'm really frustrated and confused.
Sure. Because you're moving 5 streets over, right? And that school district is a
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
And guess what? You're paying for property value.
Okay, this is kind of mixing here. KXEL with something else. That was annoying.
Co-produced by the Undefeated, is available today wherever you get your podcasts. TV and Fitzsimmons on Freddie Coleman. On Freddie and Fitzsimmons, it's time for you to give all you can to the frenzy in 15 seconds or less at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. Whatever's on your mind in the world of sports, you got 15 seconds or less to get it out of your system at
But don't you think you go beyond 15 seconds to get away with it? When you keep it real goes wrong. You'll move on to somebody else whether you like it or not. They stop you to be a part of the frenzy, and let the frenzy be a part of you now. On ESPN Radio.
Trying to get call letters. And a mix of stations there. It's either Ann Arbor, Michigan, WAAM, or WRPN, Ripton, Wisconsin. I'll have to look that up, and if I know, I'll put a little link if I find it. I went back because I thought I heard Hoosier State, which would be Indiana. Okay. That music's coming in clear. That's CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. So Toronto, Ontario is coming in pretty good. So if I dialed back down to 740, Zoomer would probably hear it really nice. I'll check it out. I remember.
Eastern Iowa's station for NASCAR, the mighty 1630 KCJJ.
There you go. 175 miles, 1000 watt tower. Sweet. Can't really pick it up during the day too well, but in the evening I can. Not sure about that music, but WPRR, probably Grand Rapids, Michigan, 140 miles away. Stuck in that elevator. Oh, excellent. You know, I rarely get the call letters for this. That's WPTX, which is Lexington Park, Maryland, 685 miles. I say it all the time, but yeah, finally got the call letters, and it's been a long time. Great. You can tell it's like adult contemporary music. Top of the dial here is KBGG on 1700. It's Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. You can quick tune by hitting the time button.
For 21 million.
They're on cup.
There you go, finishing off with some Zoomer. Sweet. Beautiful sound, isn't it? Love it. That's almost 500 miles away. Yep, this radio's rocking. Let's go ahead and turn this off, and we'll do final thoughts on this. Yeah, the Elite Mini Eton medium wave band scan turned out better than I thought. I filmed the daytime one earlier, and just was not making me happy. To get my locals and a couple local, semi-locals, but anything else was just like nothing was happening. But the evening here, just really woke up. Pretty happy with it. I know a lot of radios wake up in the evening, but it just makes you realize that you do have a good radio here. If you don't mind waiting till the evening to listen to it anyway. A lot of people will wait till the evening with shortwave too. So it's great. You'll have a nice listening experience with it. So definitely worth the premium, the $30. Yeah, because it is a sure pocket radio. And to say you have shortwave and that didn't have a profile is pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that presentation of the medium wave band in the evening. Give me a big like if you do. 2, if you're a fangirl or fanboy of the Eton products, hit subscribe and hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos featuring this radio and other Eton products. I'm hopefully going to get some new radios from them. I'm glad they're still making shortwave radios. Awesome. Kudos to Eton. Course 3, comment below what you think about the new Eton Elite Mini. Would you buy it? Would you buy it so you get the little fancy case? Would you say, nah, Todderbert, I'd rather get a little premium radio like a CC Pocket. I don't need the shortwave. You know, this is a great radio in itself, and of course does way better during the day. Or I want something with a lot of functionality in my pocket. I love the idea of having weather band, VHF, listening to ham radio, air band. I love the idea of full, mostly, I think it's a full shortwave receiver. What's it say on the back here? This goes up to 30 megahertz. Yep. So you have full shortwave also. And you get VHF low, which I thought was pretty cool. You can see where that starts at 30 megahertz and up. So very cool. So this is like $6 more. I think these are like $35, $36. But it uses a non-traditional rechargeable lithium battery versus 2 AAAs. So it is what it is. It's choices. Or you just get this one. Let me know, guys. All right, appreciate you watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.